Hi, I'm SiFu Dom Békés, and this is a Yip Man Tong. It's a special memorial issue for the opening of the Yip Man Museum, which has some nice photographs inside, basically a photographic record of some of SiFu Yip Man's history. There's a nice picture of SiFu Yip Man, my Sigong in Wing Chun, there. And then there is some write-up which says Yip Man 1893 to 1972 was originally named Yip Man. He was born at Song Yun of Foshan. He had been a talented and resourceful person since he was a child. Master Chanhua Sun moved into the Yip family clan hall on the main street of Foshan and taught Kung Fu there. This gave Yip Man a window of opportunity to learn Wing Chun. Yip Man learned directly from Chanhua Sun before Chan passed away. Afterwards he followed Si Hing, Nyung Chong So and Lung Bik, the son of Lung Jan, to continue his Kung Fu learning. In 1941, Yip Man had his first class of students at Foshan. In 1949, Yip Man went to Hong Kong and started his career of teaching Wing Chun. He improved and introduced a lot of new methods of teaching and learning in Wing Chun. People from all walks of life were attracted to learn with him, and in 1968 Yip Man established the Wing Chun Athletic Association. Wing Chun apprentices with good techniques were trained there. Bruce Lee was the famous one. Nowadays you can find Wing Chun everywhere. It is one of the most famous types of Kung Fu over the world. And then we have a page of the ancestral home of Yip Man, Song Yun at Foshan. Then the old house of Yip Man, number 29 Shenren Dai Ji Street in Foshan. On the opposite page, the Kung Fu School of Yip Man at Foshan, number 169 Yong An Road in Foshan. On page 7 we have the old house of Master Lung Jan at Gulao Hishan. Lung Jan was the first one taught Wing Chun at Foshan. He had the name of Mr. Jan at Foshan. And beneath his medicine shop on Kwai Zi Road. Following page, the old house of Master Chanhua Sun. He was the first student of Master Lung Jan and the SiFu of Yip Man. Then St. Stephen's College, where Yip Man studied when he was 15 years old. Another nice photograph of Yip Man. 1949, Yip Man came to Hong Kong. The first place where Yip Man had his Kung Fu class in Tai Nan Street. In 1953, Yip Man taught at Yo Chow Street. Then from 1957 to 1962, Yip Man taught at Lei Chung UK Estate. His famous student Mo Yat learned there. A photograph of the last place where Yip Man lived and taught at Tung Choi Street. Photograph of Yip Man doing the Silam Tao in a double tan sao. It says Yip Man performed Silam Tao, which is the foundation of Wing Chun. Yip Man lectured on the practical application of Wing Chun. There's Yip Man with his student, 2 or 3 photographs. Yip Man Silam Tao, which has Yip Man demonstrating the straight punch of Wing Chun. Yip Man performed Chum Kill, which is the second form of Wing Chun. The aim is containing your opponent when he attacks. Yip Man executing gum sao movements. And then we have Yip Chun, son of Yip Man, performing Bilji. The aim is attacking, usually learnt at the last stage. Yip Man performing Ba Cham Dao, by which he could launch fast, accurate, simple and direct attack. Ba Cham Dao meaning 8-slash blade or the double swords. We have Yip Ching, son of Yip Man, practicing the Lung Dip Kwon 6.5 point pole with his foreign student. It is said that Lung Jan learned the pole from Shaolin Lung Yi Tai. Another photograph on the opposite page is Yip Man on the wooden dummy. This says Yip Man performed Muk Yan Jong wooden dummy form, an important technique of freehand fighting. Then Yip Man gave instructions while his students practiced the Mok Yan Jong. A couple more photographs of Yip Man on the dummy. At Yip Man's birthday gathering, Yip Man and the founders of the Hong Kong Wing Chun Athletic Association, they're named from left to right. And then Yip Man in Hong Kong with story writer Hu Hui Yu, followed by Yip Man and Chung Chung Man, who was also a Wing Chun Sifu. And then Yip Man and Chan Dao, who was the founder of the Taoist school in Hong Kong. And Yip Man and his famous student Tang Sang, who was the chairman of the Hong Kong Chinese Association. And then Yip Man and Li Man, who was the literary master of Wing Chun. Nice big picture with Yip Man and Lung Shung, and Lung's student Lung Sung was the first student of Yip Man in Hong Kong. That's Lung Shung was the first student. Yip Man and the great movie star Bruce Lee to the right. Then a memorial photograph of Yip Man died on the 1st of the 12th, 1972. This was the morning hall. Yip Man students Lung Sung, Tang Sang paying respect to their Sifu at the morning hall. And the representative of Hong Kong Chinese Kung Fu Association, the chairman Chan Hong Chung at the morning hall. So plenty of photographs of the morning hall and the passing of Sifu Yip Man. One with the great Kung Fu star Bruce Lee signed at the morning hall, deposited the consolation money, and the great Kung Fu star Bruce Lee at the morning hall. Another picture, general picture. And then Yip Man's grave with sons Yip Ching and Yip Chun. And that's it. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed looking at the photographs of that. Coming up, I'll demonstrate a little bit of Chi Sao. My lineage to Sifu Yip Man is through Grandmaster William Chung, and before that, Master Derek Jones. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and hope you enjoyed the Chi Sao. Really, the Chi Sao, the sticking hands in Wing Chun, is designed to develop the contact reflexes so that you can select the right fighting technique without having to think about the move with your mind. You practice it so much that you end up developing a contact reflex so that you can respond to the situation in front of you with reflex action. It's very important in Chi Sao, in sticking hands practice, that you don't get your weight trapped. So when somebody takes your balance, if your weight gets stuck on one foot or the other foot, it takes you some seconds to recover and get your balance back in the middle of your body, your center of gravity back in the middle of your body. Basically, when you're unstable, you're vulnerable to getting hit. What you need to be able to do is to develop a quiet awareness, a focus. In the Chi Sao, you want to occupy the center. If you occupy the center, you have the shortest distance between 2 points, which means the other person, they have to change the angle to that straight line attack, which requires footwork and deflection. So everyone is competing for the shortest distance between 2 points, the economizing of movement, and then trapping and controlling, because if you change the angle, you expose the opponent's elbow, you are moving to the blind side, and you're creating a cross-arm position between one side of the opponent's body and the other, attacking the other person's balance. You then have the straight line between the two of you. From there, you can then go on to strike vulnerable targets in relationship to that trap and control on the blind side. The balance, the opening, the elbow, and the arms crossed are all the weaknesses that get exposed when the one or other of the two participants gets an angle on the other person's blind side. When you get onto the blind side, when you get to control the elbow or pin the arms, that's where you're really using simultaneous defense and counterattack. But obviously, the more strikes you can aim at vulnerable targets, the less strikes you need to perform the function of winning the fight or the contest, because you've got one arm that's controlling, maybe one arm controlling two arms of the opponent, and then the other arm can take advantage of the opening. You're not under any threat from the opponent because you have them controlled, and then as you strike them, you're continuing to cause them more upset to their balance and their positioning. You've also got to defend the shortest distance between 2 points, because that's the most economic way to attack. Repetition is the mother of skill, so the amount of time that you can put into your practice all goes into developing your muscle memory and your reflex action. Good luck with your chi set.
It's so cool.
In the quiet of the dawn, I rise. The path of honor clear in my eyes. Every step a lesson learned. In the dance of discipline, my spirit burns. Way of the warrior, heart so true, mind and body in all I do. Strength and silence, peace in the fight, finding balance in the darkest night. In the heat of battle, I stand tall, but it's not the fight that matters at all. It's the courage, the grace I find as I master the chaos in my mind. Way of the warrior, heart so true, mind and body in all I do. Strength and silence, peace in the fight, finding balance in the darkest night. Every punch, every kick, a deeper breath, facing fears, embracing death. But in the stillness after the storm, I find my spirit. Way of the warrior, heart so true, mind and body in all I do. Strength and silence, peace in the fight, finding balance in the darkest night. In the heat of battle, I stand tall, but it's not the fight that matters at all. It's the courage, the grace I find as I master the chaos in my mind. Way of the warrior, heart so true, mind and body in all I do. Strength and silence, peace in the fight, finding balance in the darkest night. Every punch, every kick, a deeper breath, facing fear,